Hello folks, Grace here, and thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about another unfinished project. This one dates back maybe 3-4 years ago. I've mentioned before on this channel that I've been crocheting for close to a decade, but this is my first and only attempt so far at a sweater. I've made vests and cardigans and scarves and skirts and all sorts of garments and other accessories, but never a pullover sweater. I chose this pattern as my first attempt at a sweater because it is so simple. It is essentially two giant granny squares joined at the sides and the shoulder, and you put like a little band around the bottom, and there you go. It creates a little cap-sleeved, kind of blocky, blousey sweater. When I picked this project back up, I had one square that was completed and the other that was a few rows shy. I had one skein of yarn left. Once again, I have lost the label, but it is a nice lush yarn, definitely acrylic, and if memory serves, I think the name was Grape. I remember because it's so close to my name. This project was put down because I had other more pressing projects that I needed to complete by a certain deadline. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a simple, quick video that I could bust out in a few days and have a sweater to add to my wardrobe to boot. Then I finished the second square, joined the sides and shoulders, and tried on the sweater. I found several issues, as one almost always does with their own work. The yarn was slightly too thick, making the sweater a bit stiff, especially in the shoulders. Additionally, I was too thick, or rather, I made the sweater too small. It became apparent that while I could get it on, the fit was a little tight and the sweater a little strained on my body. Needless to say, I really didn't like the results. While the sizing was clearly an issue, it was also easy to assess that the style would not be the most flattering for my figure. So just trying to increase the size of the squares was probably not going to solve my issue. I thought long and hard about my options and did a lot of research on other sweater patterns, thinking that I could Frankenstein them together with what I had already completed to make something else. However, I kept running again and again into the same issue that I didn't have enough yarn. I looked through my stash to try and find a yarn that was a similar size and a similar quality to this yarn. I found a few options, but I wasn't really thrilled with the color combinations of any of them. I ended up choosing two different colors because I liked the three colors together more than I liked either of them with the purple themselves. I tried different ways to incorporate them into the sweater, but nothing worked. I got increasingly more and more frustrated. I gave up on filming what I was doing because I was so mad about it, and I ended up making and pulling apart a bunch of different options. One coworker suggested I turn it into a skirt, but I already have two other skirts similar in color and the same thickness. They are so warm, I'm barely able to wear them comfortably in winter. Finally, I decided to make the call and humbly come to you in defeat. Defeat might be a bit strong. Let me rephrase that. I have analyzed my options thoroughly, tried a few that didn't work, and ultimately, I think the answer to this is that with my current supplies, this project is not possible. And to be frank, I don't think I would be happy with the result even if I did follow through on completing it. So I am going to take the loss on this one and pull it apart. This will add the equivalent of 4 skeins to my stash, which is more than I've eliminated since starting this channel, but it is a beautiful yarn that can be used in a much better way than what I'm currently trying to force it into. Thank you again for joining me. If you want to see me make things, you can check out a couple of my other videos where I actually complete projects. Please like, subscribe, and share. I do my best to post most Fridays, but if you want to make sure not to miss anything, remember to ring the notification bell. I hope to see you again next week. I've been Grace. You've been great. Thank you for joining me, and remember to be excellent to each other. Have a great day.